This is the village of Great Waldingfield. And this is the Church of St. Lawrence. There we are. That's what it says. Church of St. Lawrence, Great Waldingfield. And there are all the services. It's got this lovely lynch gate, which is really nice. Brick and wood. Tiled roof. Let's have a look. How do we get in here? Ah, there we go. Well, this is all rather nice, isn't it? Oh, look at that grave there. The vegetation's already taking that one over. We've got a gravel path here. We'll just gently stroll up the garden path, I think. That's what it looks like. And trees each side. It's beautiful. Little bench. Oh, that's a nice little church. That lovely flint work. There's a rendered section up the top, but all this down here is a lovely pebbly looking texture on that. That's a checkerboard effect. Data running down the bottom. And it's got a lovely little side tower, as it were, where the little staircase, I guess, goes up to access the belfry and the tower. But it's got one of those situations again where they've stuck a clock on the side of the tower and it's halfway across a little window. I have to say to the people who put it up, it does look jolly silly. So we'll just walk past the entrance a moment and stroll a bit further around this path, which goes around to the front of the tower. Now we get a good view here of all this flint work. That's really nice. Look at this. It's flint and brick. That's really unusual style. Now it looks like it was done by the local farmer or somebody who built the walls around the churchyards. That's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I've not seen that around here in some of the churches that we've been looking at. And whether it was like that originally, I'm suspecting that it probably wasn't. That this is all later repair work that was done, but I may be wrong, and I hope somebody may put me right on that. But that looks as if that was repaired, or at least obviously that is a later addition to the church, that section anyway. That's the porch. But you've got a lot of variation of flint here. That's all different. And of course here, that section, whether that was added on that tower to the belfry or whether that was just repointed. It's obviously been repointed at some stage. But there again, this is a mixture of flint and brick, almost as if I guess maybe they used all the bits and pieces they could find. But as I say, whether it's original, I don't know, because so much of this has been repaired. We've got an old flint wall running round the side of the building here where it meets the road. That's all covered in ivy. Beautiful house next door. Whoops. Somebody's visiting with a dog. And here at the base of the tower now, this looks very weathered indeed. This door is extremely worn with age and weather. Above it we've got a stained glass window and a niche to each side which has got a statue on the been put into the one on the left, and that looks fairly new. Whether they're going to maybe replace the one on the right, I don't know. Seems strange that there's just one there. And there's another window up there that looks as if it was added or replaced at some point, and then there's another one up there where the belfry is. This is all pretty weathered here. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that there again. That nose. I keep thinking that the reason these noses are worn is because people touch them. Maybe they touched them like I did for luck there. Well, I didn't touch it for luck, but I touched it. That's beautiful, that. Look at coat of arms up there. That was a beautiful door. There again, lots of repair work here. But still with the brick in, mixed in with the flint. On this side of the church we've got a aisle extension, and then we've got what looks like from here another porch, and that's been rendered. Yeah, that's lovely, highly decorated. Ramparts at the top, they're very involved, very grand. It's a lovely design, that. We can see the tower here where there's lots of variation of flint and bricks and everything. We stand here and have a general view of this churchyard, and I'm underneath the most magnificent tree. Look at this. So this part of the graveyard is just absolutely superb. Ah, look at this. My favourite. Old headstones growing out of the summer grass. Beautiful. What a wonderful sight. And look, the graveyard extends all down in that direction under the trees. Look at the lights, the shades, the different colours of green. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, aren't we lucky to be living here with all this around us to see? There's something up in the tree there that I noticed, but I'm not sure what it is. Is it a hide or something for animals or children to play in, or a bird house? Something like that, I guess. And here are headstones that are half buried. And that one looks so impressive there, look. Isn't that wonderful? Ah, and the sun's come out. It always happens. I'm so lucky. Every time I want to get a view of a church or something, the sun comes out, shining all over that church, just light blasting down on it. So we've got a sort of center part that's rendered, and then we've got all this variegated flint by the look of it. And we've got that section there that's coming out. Little slit window there, look, and that's raised out. Ramparts along there. And all this little extension here. It's a wonderful place. It's a really, really nice looking church in this. Look at all this grass here. We disturbed a bird in the undergrowth.
Another memory of Edward Andrews, died in 1894, aged 22 years.
All these sad gravestones that indicate and show somebody who's died so young. Oh, I know it's happening every day, but it is sad when you see them. Look at this, though. Look at all this, look. Everywhere you look, you see gravestones sort of almost hiding. And I'm always raving about this, where the sun's coming in and all the lights reflecting. This is beautiful. Birds are singing. Look, there's a cross growing out of the grass there, look. There's another one down there, look. Everywhere you look, you see one. The trees are magnificent. Ah! That lovely church. And we are here fighting our way through the undergrowth. And down here there's more graves. This is wonderful. Look. Who have we got here? In loving memory of Mary Elizabeth Braithwaite, born 23rd of April 1874 and died February 1952. Oh, this place is wonderful. This is all marble here, look. Oh, it's a military grave. This is for an assistant nurse. Margaret Braithwaite. Died March 1919 at the military hospital, Wandsworth. Oh, dear. And look at that cross, look, with an anchor on it. Isn't that wonderful? And there again, the sun's come out with more reflections. And here we've got another Braithwaite, Thomas Miles, who died in 1936. And he was the town clerk of Sudbury for 20 years. Just imagine the history that you could write about this from this churchyard. All graves here, and the graveyard goes all the way down there. Oh, and look, this is a secondary graveyard. Oh, it's massive. In the middle of the Suffolk countryside, look. Look at all this countryside, look at it, and all these trees, look. And here we've got this extensive graveyard. These are more recent headstones and in the main, I think, and they're laid out in rows. What is We're here under this magnificent tree with a view of the church through more trees, and in the shade here we can see this more recent part of the churchyard. And a lot of the graves here are well kept and the grass is cut. the atmosphere is wonderful here. Absolutely wonderful. There's a fabulous combination of controlled nature, I think, maybe. I mean, look at this. All this grass is growing up through it, yet it doesn't look unkempt. It looks absolutely just right. It's fabulous. Here are some now that are kept. See, there's a bench over here. I think we might go and just sit down for a minute and have a look at it. Well, we've got a bench that perhaps might not be that good to sit on, but there's a bird box here and the birds have been around and everything. There's another bench here actually. Oh, look. And there's somewhere to sit under the tree. Oh, I see, there's more graves here. This is just wonderful. Look at this. What a peaceful scene. So many of these churches have extended graveyards that are for the more recent headstones and recent burials. And they lose the atmosphere. This place has it in spades. So nice here. Take a gentle stroll here. Back up to the church this way. I think the gardeners of the village are doing a fantastic job here. They've got everything organized, look. Everything goes in its place. Nice little path here. Come back up to the church. Oh, this is wonderful, isn't it? In the shade of this tree here, we've got more graves, look. Absolutely wonderful. Some here. And they're all buried in the grass there. Look at the church from here. This place is Wonderland. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's just completely surrounded by mature trees, bird boxes on them. A real haven for wildlife. What a lovely place. Wildflowers. And that lovely cross. We come back to the porch and look at this doorway, this arch that's been repaired. Looks like fairly recently. I guess probably in maybe, well, last 50 years or so perhaps. That looks fairly new. What happened before we don't know, but it's certainly very worn here. A lot of weathering here, look. Oh, the patina on here is fantastic, isn't it? And there again, we've got this beautiful, beautiful stonework with tiles or whatever it is, brick in there. It's been patched up there, look. Right, let's have a look inside. Ah, so here we've got it. Now this is a bit different of most of the floors. Instead of red and black brick, tiles, we've got red, black and sort of cream white. That's unusual. I've not seen that around here. And it's got two windows. They're both the same on each side, with that lovely yellowy frosted glass that gives such a nice light in the sun. And then over here, what have we got here? What does this say? Ah, this is a Wildflower Award. Well, no surprise there after walking around that graveyard. Fantastic place. Absolutely fantastic. Well, this looks lovely. Look, we've got pots each side of the door. It's very welcoming. Oh, look at that up there. This is lovely. I think we'll open this big door and have a look. See, the doors had a new lock by the look of it. A new wooden lock, probably. So we stand here at the back of the church. Try and take this in. We've got the two extensions, which means that we've got a three-aisle church again. And here again we've got the floor, which is different to a lot that we've seen. This is multicolored, black, red and cream again. A lovely diamond pattern. That's really nice. And a massive window immediately to our left. Frosted, slightly tinted, throwing a beautiful light down into the church here. And we've got notices here. That's a nice cross that somebody's made, look. Mosaic, isn't that lovely? And then immediately behind the tower, we've got this beautiful old font and the absolutely most fantastic hood on it. Oh, look at that. Goes all the way up to heaven. And that's supported, you see, by this rope and the counterweight, so this can be lifted off. And in fact, what happens is when you lift them, it will move up and out of the way. And there's the area underneath the tower with a beautiful stained glass window. It's fantastic, that. And then there's a wooden ceiling up above, below the rest of the tower, where there'd be a door behind here, I guess, and you'd obviously go up to the belfry. And over here we've got a list of the rectors, and the first one being in 1293. The history here. This is lovely, look at this. That's this church. In front of the tower and look down to the altar, we can see the magnificent stained glass window that's just framed by this big arch at the end. It's lovely here. We've got red carpet and these red curtains at the side. It's absolutely lovely. The ceiling is quite sturdy and chunky, not a delicate one, but more flat than most. But it has got magnificent windows, secondary windows at the top there, which they're just throwing in so much light. It's very light in here, this church. Take a gentle walk down the carpet. Got all these. These are lovely. It's a lovely place to have a wedding, I guess, and it looks as if there probably has been one. And the walls have got such a lovely patina on them. The feeling here is actually peace. It's very peaceful, this church, because it's got these rich carpets and quite a lot of cloth around, which is absorbing sound. One of my favourites, we've got a beautiful flower arrangement by the pulpit. So wonderful, these people that do these arrangements. The pulpit is nice. It's a wooden carved, beautiful one. And then looks like there's some work going on here. Lots of building materials and little bits and pieces that are being worked on. There's the organ set in the little extension here. There's a big window underneath, plain glass window behind it, but a fabulous stained glass window just to the left of it. See, looks like it's depicting obviously the Last Supper. That's lovely, isn't it? That's really nice. We've got a memorial here, another marble. It's so quiet in here. This part of the hall, we've got yet another stained glass window that's beautiful. Then there's one to our right. Have a look at the altar and come back to that. Take a little walk up here and step up into the area where the altar is. We will again find something that is very different to any of the other churches that I've seen in this area. Now look, we've got this beautiful rich red carpet, and the walls have got decoration that is just stunning. Those diamonds, diamonds within bands, and then they're all edged around that opening. It's the same both sides, and here we've got a really busy stained glass window. It's a fabulous window. And then the design runs along the top. And this window here is so colourful, so intricate. But the wall, look at the wall behind. Step up here. This very simple wooden cross. And these each side. Candles that are covered in some cloth. But these walls, they're all stone. They're absolutely stunning. I'm amazed by this. I'm speechless because I'm just actually taking it in myself. It's very, very impressive. That side looks like almost like it's gilded. All these little motifs there. Some of them look shining. I don't know when this was done, but they are beautiful. Lovely flower arrangement there. What a beautiful altar. And certainly different. So if we stand here, the altar behind us, we can see the beautiful, bright stained glass window that's the bottom of the tower. And there again, that's perfectly framed in that arch. Absolutely magnificent. Step down and let's walk back and have a look at the little chapel area on the left. Got a wooden floor here where the pews are. Tiled again. It says hallelujah. It looks like they have some musical evenings here or something. It's very good, isn't it? Now there's a lovely little area and another little altar with a lovely cross. But look at that window. Now there's an exercise in how beautiful you can make a window without using a lot of colour. It's a really delicate pattern and very subtle colouring. And that little pattern work all at the top. It's beautiful. In the corner there we've got another memorial. And this window's so bright, this is throwing light in. And then the middle window on the side here has got some stained glass in it. We've got this very lovely setting here for the war memorial. This is 1419 war. That's lovely with a cross above it. A lot of names on that. This church must have covered a large area. We've got more here, look. If we look, we've got two plain windows each side of it, but we've got a stained glass window there. Of course the one at the end. We've got another large wooden door with looks like a coat of arms above it. Another memorial here. To the glory of God, to the beloved memory of Mary Elizabeth Braithwaite, daughter of a former rector of this parish. A chiming system was installed in this church in 1954. So that was beautiful. We'll walk back out through this netted gate and hear all the birds singing. Ah, come back outside here. Isn't this wonderful? Actually, I could stay here all day. What a peaceful place. I normally cut these films straight to the Lich Gate, but I'm filming the walk down here because it's just so beautiful. Oh, there you go. Look, the sun's come out. Oh, isn't that just perfect? We're so lucky. Look, the church is just in the sunlight now, and it's all reflecting off the tower. Isn't that beautiful? Pigeons are cooing. It's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, just a wonderful place. It's a real credit to the local people, this church. St. Lawrence. Beautiful, beautiful.